Good morning, everyone. Will everyone please silence your cell phones? We'll start with the unity statement of being, which is found in the front of your hymnals. There is but one presence and one power in this church, in our lives, and in the universe. God, the good, the omnipotent. Our 5 unity principles. Number 1, God is absolute good everywhere present. Number 2, God lives in us, therefore we are inherently good. Number 3, we are co-creators with God and create our experiences through our thoughts. Number 4, prayer is creative thinking that heightens our connection with God mind. Number 5, it is not enough to simply know these principles. We must live the truth we know. And now will everyone please turn to your hymnals, number 2 for the Lord's Prayer. Please stand.
This is our time of doing within. We'll go apart a while and silently close the door and go inwards. This is where we go before our true self. Self that always is. Our self that shines like the sun. Our self that doesn't judge. That loves. That harmonizes. Sees the highest in us, greatest potential. knowing that in spite of whatever we're experiencing, that everything is working out perfectly. And for the highest, for the greatest possible good. So as we are going into this beautiful sacred space within, I invite you to contemplate on what ideas and beliefs are no longer serving you in this journey that you are on. This beautiful Sunday, there is opportunity. Opportunity to release, to be set free. Opportunity to fly and soar, unburdened, unhindered, whatever weighs us down, whatever pains us, we live and move and have our being in an abundant universe, a universe filled with opportunity. Enormous opportunity here today. So I invite you to contemplate where you're experiencing limitations. I invite you to contemplate where you're experiencing being held back. Opportunity for transformation. So let us set the intention in this very moment for the end result of transformation, of freedom, of happiness, of joy, of being set free from our own prisons. Let us set that intention. And how would you feel upon experiencing beautiful realizations of self, where you saw yourself in a whole new way, experiencing whole new ideas? How would you feel? What sort of gratitude would you have? What joy would you feel? What lightness of being would you experience? Would you be happy? Would you be grateful? I invite you to feel that joy, that happiness, that gratitude right now. Right now. Let Spirit know exactly what you desire to experience. For where thought and emotion come together, there is manifestation. Hold that intention with me, brothers and sisters. of intention for complete and total release. And an innermost freedom, the likes of which you have never known. Feel the gratitude that you would feel upon experiencing these beautiful realizations of self. Feel that gratitude right now. Know that it is done. Know that where two or more are gathered together, all things are possible. So I invite you to feel that gratitude. Feel gratitude for that which is already done. The freedom you are about to experience. Feel that gratitude right now. Live in a universe that is biased towards our healing. A universe that is on our side. A universe that loves us infinitely. A universe that would hold nothing from us. So let us give thanks to Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for your ever-increasing, unceasing flow of good. Thank you for the realizations we are to experience. Realizations that will set us upon new pathways, new journeys, new experiences. Joy, of happiness. Of knowing that we are more than enough. Let us feel this gratitude in the name of the loving nature. Of Spirit, of principle, source of all abundance, source of all life, all blessings. And so it is. Amen. How's everybody feeling? Feeling blessed. All right. This is a special service that we're having today. So, is everyone ready for this special service? Okay. Here we go. The name of my talk is Living Waters. Living Waters. You know, when I was coming up with this title, I like to speak metaphorically. And so, after doing some research on metaphors and really going going into meditation, I came up with living waters. So living waters is like, it's something that transforms the heart. It just brings forth new life within consciousness. It brings forth new realizations, new insights. But it doesn't do so without our consent. It needs that one thing. It needs our willingness. So, you know, life is about going through things. It's about experiencing things. It's about experiencing the highs and the lows. Experiencing the mountains and the valleys. It is about seeing things anew for the very first time and experiencing these realizations which then expand our consciousness and our world. Today is Native American Heritage Month. I haven't really said a whole lot about that, but this is Native American Heritage Month. And, you know, with everything that our Native American brothers and sisters have gone through, they can really teach us about forgiveness. You know, if anyone can really teach us about forgiveness, I believe it is our Native American brothers and sisters. The whole country, the country was taken from them. This was their country, and it was taken from them. And so we must honor that. So why do we experience pain and suffering? I really thought about that. I had to think about that for a little bit, and number one reason is because of our false beliefs. The ideas that we tell ourselves. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 11, talks about false prophets. Talks about there being false prophets that will say, beware of false prophets, for they will deceive the people. And so, we teach in unity that the Bible is really a map of our consciousness. And so the false prophets are those false beliefs that we actually have. Those are our false prophets. And see, when we believe in this, the thing is we believe in them. See, if we didn't believe in them, they wouldn't have that hold or that control over us. If we didn't believe in these false prophets, we wouldn't be experiencing these same things that we're experiencing as far as ideas of not being enough, ideas of not being lovable, not being enough, whatever your version of not enough is. And this is something that we're all going through, not being appreciated, not being whatever. False prophets. How did these false prophets start? How did they become what they are? Well, they actually started at a very innocent age. The majority of them started at a very innocent age. And we didn't really understand how things went. And so we were a little self-centered as children. Most of us were young as children. And so we saw things from this centered standpoint, this self-centered standpoint, and thinking that things were our fault. And it wasn't our fault. Whatever that was, it wasn't our fault. But many of us thought that. And we believed that. And so that contributed to our social development. That contributed to what we now experience as far as our challenges in life. It contributed to, as far as in creating our false prophets. It created a wound. And so, when you have a wound, and you end up touching that wound, you end up being reflexive with it. And so that's how you end up getting triggered when we have those wounds. So this Blackstone ceremony is about healing many of these wounds. It's about healing many things that are holding us back, that are keeping us from reaching our highest potential. You know, we have so much potential just in this very room. And not that we're not achieving, remarkable things, but we're achieving these remarkable things in spite of these false prophets. So can you imagine if we were to minimize these false prophets even more, what we would actually achieve? How much light we would actually be able to shine. As much light as we're already shining already, can you imagine the luminous beings that would just create shifts in consciousness wherever they go? So this service is about healing. It's about recognizing what no longer serves. It's about recognizing what has been holding you back. It's about letting go of those old grievances, recognizing that it's been contributing, it's been taking away and robbing you of your happiness. And it's not that nothing happened. We're not going to sit up here and say or pretend that nothing happened. Yes, everything works for our highest good, but at the same time, yes, something did happen. Whatever that something was, it happened. So we're not here to sit up here and pretend that nothing happened. Whatever your something is, whatever it is something. It is your something. And we're going to look at it and examine it in reflection. And we're going to see if we're ready to let it go. And we're going to see if we possess the willingness to let it go. The willingness to release. And also experience transformation. There are many of us that are going to experience transformation here today. So are we ready to begin the Blackstone ceremony? Okay. Well, I'm going to invite Reverend Angela Davis up here to tell you a little bit about, so there's a little context, so you can take it into context as far as the Blackstone ceremony. I had some people ask, why is it called the Blackstone ceremony? Things like that. So she's going to, Reverend Angela, would you mind coming up here? And she loves to tell stories. She's a great storyteller.
I do love to tell stories. Good morning. How are you today? Good morning. Good. So this story is actually an Apache story. And in Native American traditions, they hold their storytelling very sincerely. As a matter of fact, most people are not given the right to tell stories unless you're Native American. And that's because, think about it for a moment, nobody tells your stories but you. Now, it's an honor to tell this story. And they say that the warriors used to carry a black stone with them to ward off negative and evil spirits. These stones are called Apache tears. And there's a story that in Superior, Arizona, back in the 1870s, the U.S. cavalry attacked a group of Apache warriors. 25 were killed quickly, and the other 50 retreated to the edge of a cliff. Not wanting to be killed by the cavalry, they then decided to leap off the cliff to their deaths. It is said that when the women and children found their bodies, they wept. And each tear formed a black stone. The legend has it that anyone who has any of these stones, these Apache tears, they should never need to cry again. So just hold that in your heart for a moment. Because the Apache women cried enough tears for all of us. And this stone is so powerful today that when we hold any negativity in our consciousness, it absorbs whatever we're sending into it. And so the energy around us is about to release, which is why Reverend Fleming said there's going to be a lot of transformation in here today. We're in the season of the fall, and the fall is all about letting go here in America. And as the trees release their leaves and more energy within, we get to release all that no longer serves us. The unforgiveness that we hold towards ourselves or towards others, today's the day that we release it. We let go of these untruths that we hold in consciousness, and we make room for new energy to flow in and just growth to occur. And so on that note, I'm going to invite Reverend Fleming to come back up here.
Thank you, Reverend Angela. Reverend Angela is also our intern, by the way, with Unity Worldwide Ministries, and so she will be ordained next year, and so she wanted to do her internship here at Unity of New Orleans. All right, so at this moment, I would like to invite everyone to come and select a Blackstone.
Let's go from this side to the end. Let's get some order. Y'all know I like order. Y'all know how I feel about order. Y'all know how I feel about that. Let's get some order. Let's get this section first over to the right, and then we'll line up in the middle, and then our last section over to the left.
Thank you, Tara.
No worries.
holding your stone. Notice how it feels. Notice the texture. So I invite you to, as you're feeling your stone, to go within. This is a time where you are going to communicate with spirits. And I ask that you invite Spirit to reveal to you what it is that you need to let go as you are holding your stone. What unforgiveness are you carrying? What is holding you back? Take time to reflect on these things. What do you need to forgive? To experience joy. What do you need to forgive to experience freedom? And peace. There could be a person, maybe there was something that you did to someone. It could be something that was done to you. It could be that innermost child. One of those false prophets, false ideas that you've been believing, that has been deceiving you. Whatever it is, now's the time for you in spirit listen to that small voice that is always communicating. Now the Spirit is beginning to move within you in the very depths of your soul. I invite you to honor what has been revealed to you. If you find difficulty as far as being willing, I invite you to be willing to be willing. Perhaps there was a person. I invite you to be willing to forgive that person. Perhaps it was yourself. I invite you to be willing to forgive yourself. Perhaps it is something, a situation. I invite you to be willing to forgive it and to see it in a whole new way. In the Jewish tradition of Yom Kippur, the prayer of the Al-Ket, which means missing the mark, is spoken. Spirit, I release all that I have committed under stress, or through choice. I release all that I have committed in stubbornness or in anger or error. I release all that I have committed in the evil meditation of my heart. I release all that I have committed by word of mouth. I release all that I have committed through abuse of power. I release all that I have committed by exploitation of family, friends, or neighbors. For these errors, O Spirit of forgiveness, bear with me, pardon me, forgive me. Now I want you to move the stone into your right hand. And after you move the stone to your right hand, I ask that you bring the stone to your mouth. And take a deep breath in and let go of all that energy and breathe it into the stone. Once more, deep breath. And release into that stone. Say to yourself, I lovingly and willingly release this energy that no longer serves me. I no longer allow these thoughts to return to me, as I am forever letting them go. As I close this chapter in my life, I recognize that this experience is a part of my story, yet it no longer holds power over me. I forgive myself. I surround myself in love. As I let go, this energy moves from my consciousness, my subconscious mind and body, into my stone. Now close your hand around this stone. This chapter is closed. move the stone over to our left hand. Bring to mind a person or a situation for which you feel you were hurt, or wronged, or treated unjustly. Abandoned, or any situation where you hold feelings of resentment. Any situation when you hold feelings of anger or revenge. See the person or situation in your mind and bring forth the emotions. Do not bypass these emotions. Bring forth these emotions that are attached to this experience. Feel them. In this awareness, we recognize that this person or situation need not be aware that we are releasing our attachment to them. It is your time to let go. It is your time to recognize the divine in this. We do not deny that a wrong was committed, perhaps even an unspeakable, egregious error or transgression. Yet we can hold one accountable for their actions and forgive, using these powerful words of Rabbi Yeshua from the cross. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I ask that you be willing to release all negative emotions attached to this person or situation. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. change.
I'm ready for my change.
Ready for my change.
I'm ready for my change.
One more time. I forgive me.
I'm ready for my change.
Let's let it go. You are new beings. You no longer have those bags. You're new people. You don't need that luggage. You don't need those bags. You're ready to fly and soar. You are beautiful. You are magnificent. Know who you are. Know who you are. This concludes the Blackstone ceremony. Tara is going to come up, and we will need to pray over these stones, so please do not take them home. Okay, if you want just a stone, just to take a stone, you can take one of these stones. But these stones they have an energy, so I need you to return these stones because we're going to pray over them, and then we're going to take them outside and let the energy be reabsorbed into the earth. That's what we're going to do with the stones. So don't take these stones home. If you want a stone, you can take one of the stones that haven't been used. Thank you. How does everyone feel?
Very good.
You feel lighter? I want to thank Tara and thank Reverend Angela for their assistance. Tara, here you go.
Thank you to Reverend Angela Davis and Reverend Stephen Fleming for the sacred service. I enjoyed the service. It was beautiful. Thank you. And now for our tithes and offerings. Divine love, flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Divine love, flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Divine love flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. In the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit, it is so now. And now for our announcements. Electronic giving is at the front desk in the lobby. Just scan the QR code. Copies of today's service are available on CD at the front desk. Please subscribe to us on YouTube and like us on Facebook. Next Sunday, November 24th, guest speaker and Unity of New Orleans intern, Reverend Angela Davis, will be delivering the Sunday's message. See Thursday's newsletter for details. Unity of New Orleans will be hosting a grief support group on the third Thursday of every month at 6 p.m. See Thursday's newsletter for more details. Is everyone signed up for the newsletter? If not, then you need to be. We have so much going on here at the church. Please see the front desk and scan the QR code to sign up electronically, or you can manually fill out a card if you don't know how to scan the QR code. Do we have any visitors with us today? Okay, we have prayer chaplains available after the service. Our chaplains will participate with you in prayer in a totally confidential environment. They will be in the front of the altar. Please honor the sacred space in the sanctuary and reserve any after service conversations and fellowship for the lobby or the family space. Most of you all know I'm Antara Hassan. I'm not going to get into the details of what I do because I serve wherever Reverend Stevens needs me to serve. Whatever I need to do at the church, service is something that I've grown up with parents and It's just what I've always been taught to do, to serve the church, serve my community. So this has been very easy and very comfortable for me to do whatever is necessary, whatever we need here at Unity in order to serve our church. Now for our peace song and a prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. Everyone stand. God supports us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is and all is well. The Lord watches between me and thee while we are absent one from the other, and helps us to know that we are all one in spirit through our Lord Jesus Christ. Now can we form for our circle? Probably so, please.